welcome back to another video by Funland Tutorials. So I'll be starting a series where it's going to be a couple of videos where I'll be looking at the operations that can be used, or the operations that can be performed on complex numbers. So obviously we'll start with addition, then we'll go to we'll start with addition, then we'll move on to subtraction, then we'll move on to multiplication, and then finally we'll move on to division. Now, okay, now what I'll be following up is I will be looking into how to find inverse, multiplicative inverse, additive inverse, and I'll be looking on to more operations of complex numbers. But let's just start with the easier ones. So I will be dividing them up into a set of videos, and I will not be, making this single video long enough, and we'll try to divide stuff. So in today's video, we'll just make it short and we'll just look at how addition and subtraction works. In the next video, we'll talk about multiplication, and division is kind of like a little confusing. I wouldn't say difficult, it's just a bit messy and confusing. So in the third video, we'll look into division, and we'll take things up from there and see where it leads us to. So let's start with some standard, let's look at some general forms of complex numbers. So let's take one complex number. So let's call this complex number that we have, let's call this A1 plus IB1, or you can call it B1I as well, whichever suits you. In this regard, I would ask you to refer to your own school book, school textbook, or school teacher, or anybody else who's teaching you, and ask them if you are not sure whether you want to put the I before the coefficient or you want to put it after the coefficient. But mathematically speaking, it's the same thing. So let's take that to be our first complex number, and let's take our second complex number to be A2 plus B2I. So the coefficients of the first complex number are B1, A1 and B1, and the coefficients of the second complex numbers, not coefficients essentially, but the numbers used, the real parts of the number used, are A2 and B2. So now let's see how we add these. Now, addition of complex numbers is pretty easy. What happens is we just add the imaginary part and we add the real part separately. So when we want to find out Z1 plus Z2, we look at the real part of both the complex numbers. So let's highlight the complex numbers. Let's make it pretty. So let's take the color yellow, and we'll be highlighting the real part of this complex number, and then we'll highlight the real part of this complex number. Now, of course, in schoolwork or in examination, you won't be doing these highlight portions, but just to make things clearer. And this is the imaginary part of the first complex number that we had considered, and this is the imaginary part of the second complex number that we had considered. So what we'll be doing is we'll just add up the real portions and then write them down in the bracket, and then we'll start another bracket and we'll add up the imaginary portions, and then it'll be followed up with an I. So it's just plain addition of these two numbers. It's like doing 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what we do is we just add them up, right? We just put them one beside each other and then we add them up. If we had put them one beside each other and added them up, we would have ended up with A1 plus B1I plus A2 plus B2I. So the second step would have been we would have made things prettier, and we would have made things more compact, and we would have put the real parts together. So that would have given me A1 plus A2. So those are the two real numbers of the two complex numbers that we have considered. We put them together to get A1 plus A2, and then we put the real imaginary parts together. So we put B1 together with B2 to get the final final imaginary part of the new complex number. So essentially what we do is, if you want and if you think that you cannot skip this step, what you can do is you can essentially make another step. So what we do is we write A1 plus B1I plus, and then we write the next complex number with addition sign in between. So we write A2 plus B2I. So that could be your step somewhere in between here. So let me get the other mark. So it could have been somewhere over here. Then you would have written this expression. You can write this expression. After Z1 plus Z2, you can write this expression, and then you put another equal to sign, and then you can write this expression. So it's essentially you will take A1 and A2 completely differently. In one bracket, you will separate them out, and you will take I common from b1 plus b2, and then you'll put the I outside. So that is essentially what you can do, but that'll lead to the same result. So that is how you do addition. Subtraction is pretty much the reverse of that, so it's easy, and it follows from a lot of the things that we have done already. Like, if you're doing complex numbers, you have already done, I think you're at 8th or 9th or 10th standard. Mathematics should be easy for you now. So what we'll be doing is, if you want this step not to be skipped, then we can write this as a1 plus b1i, because that's z1. So we'll write a1 plus b1i. And now z2, there's this coefficient, there's this sign minus in front of that. So what we do is we put a minus sign and we write it here. So we write minus a2 and minus b2i. So that is what we do here. So if I do not want to if I do not want to skip this step, wow, tongue twister, step, skip, step. Okay, so if I do not want to skip this step, then what I'll be doing is I'll write the first complex number here, and then I'll put a minus sign in front of the two parts of the second complex number, and then I'll write this. Then I'll put the real parts together as I did in the previous case. So I'll be writing a1 minus a2. This would be the real part of my new complex number. And then I'll be adding a plus, and then I'll be taking plus common from the two imaginary parts. So I'll write b1 minus b2 times I. Here again, if you want, you can skip this step. That's taking a lot of time for me to say. If you want, you can skip this step, and what you'll be doing is you'll just be looking at the real parts of the two numbers, the two complex numbers, and you will subtract the second complex number based on what you need to find out. You will subtract one from the other while just looking at the real part, and then you'll look at the complex part, or rather the imaginary part, and then you'll be subtracting one from the other. So that is how you do subtraction. So that's pretty much all there is to it. These are really easy operations, and it doesn't use a lot of brain power, so to speak. So this is how we add to complex number, and this is how we subtract to complex numbers. Next week we'll be talking about how to multiply to complex numbers. That will also be pretty easy. So I hope you'll stay tuned, and see you next week.